Recently, Marjorie Taylor Greene decided to try to tell the world what a woman is. Because, of course, as we know, during her hearings recently, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson did not want to define what a woman was. And to be honest, that, even though conservatives have attacked it, that is the right move. Because it could come up in legal proceedings, and it's really not for the law to make that decision before it becomes in front of them based on, the case that they have. Conservatives do it all the time, by the way, in their hearings. They don't answer questions directly, and it's because, given the circumstances, you can't predict what's going to happen. So anyway, Marjorie Taylor Greene, here she is 2 weeks after the fact, finally comes out and says, I'll tell you what a woman is. This is what she said. I'm going to tell you right now, what is a woman? We came from Adam's rib. God created us with his hands. We may be the weaker sex. We are the weaker sex, but we are our partner's, our husband's wife. That's it? That's what you think makes somebody a woman? Because you're your husband's wife? Effectively, based on your statement here, your husband's property? That's how little you think, not just of women in general, but Marjorie, that's how little you think of yourself. Now take a minute to think about that, okay? Everybody, of course, has jumped on this saying, she thinks women are just the property of their husbands, which, of course, that is an accurate takeaway from her statement here. But it's not just other women. It's not just her putting down the entire sex. Think about how she thinks about herself. Oh, I'm weaker. Weaker? Aren't you the one that loves to post those workout videos? Didn't you actually try to become like an influencer for your CrossFit crap? I mean, kind of contradictory there, right? And if you only think of yourself as the property of your husband, I don't even know what to say to you. Like, what a horrible way to go through life, thinking that I am just somebody else's property. I only have value because I serve this person. And without this person, without me being property, I am nothing. And I will define my entire gender based on being this other person's property. What an ass backwards, horrible, depressing way to go through life. But apparently that's what Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing. That's what she thinks of herself. That's what she thinks of other women. You're property. You're useless unless you're of service to a man. Now, I also have to point out, though, based on this own definition here, you're only a woman if you're your husband's property. So, if two men are married, they'd be husbands. What does that make them? Because, you see, same-sex couples here in the United States, at least for now, until conservatives get back in power, they can still get married. So even your very horrible definition is technically inaccurate based on U.S. law. And you can talk about Adam's rib and God's hands and all that. See, we have separation of church and state for a reason. Yeah. See, your definitions based on a book written thousands of years ago by men, by the way. Yeah, that's not going to hold up in court. But I'm sure it plays well with your conservative base who thinks just like you that women are only valuable if they're someone else's property. Again, it's pathetic. It's depressing. But that's apparently what Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks of herself and every other woman on the planet. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.